God's advice today. God is sending many signs, but it seems like you are ignoring all of them. So please do not ignore this video, as it is a message from God's heart to bless your life today. Before we continue, please leave your like so that more people can be reached by this message, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Don't ignore this video and stay until the end. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. God said, "Listen to me now, my beloved child, not with ears distracted by the rush of the world, nor with a heart overwhelmed by the burdens that suffocate you, but with the deep silence that dwells in the center of your being, where the voices of heaven can echo. It is in that secret place of your soul that I long to meet you, where you hide your purest dreams and your quietest tears. Are you seeking a profound spiritual transformation in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. You think I am far away, but I am the whisper that calms your loneliness and the invisible embrace that holds you when everything seems to collapse. I have been with you in every lonely prayer, in the whispered pleas in the middle of the crowd, in your tired sighs that rise to heaven when the weight of life becomes nearly unbearable. I saw your soul tremble like a boat in the open sea, shaken by the waves of uncertainty, and I saw your hands rise in faith even when your heart, so weary, only longed for an answer. My child, I know your struggles, your waiting, your doubts, but I tell you, you are not alone. In the midst of your darkness, my light has never ceased to shine. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John chapter 8 verse 12, even when everything seems to fall apart, your hope will not be in vain, because I am working even when you cannot see. Remain steadfast, for I am shaping your story with eternal love, and not a single tear of yours has been ignored by me. Comment, even in the silence, I know God is working. My dear child, you have never been alone. Not even on the days when you thought heaven had gone silent. I have watched you tenderly from the very beginning of your journey, and none of your steps have escaped my attentive gaze. I know you have looked toward the horizon with hope, seeking a sign, a gentle breeze, a cloud that announces the arrival of my answer. But when the sky seems too clear and silence wraps around you like a cloak, that is when I am working the most. I do not work in haste, but with purpose. Your tears are not ignored, they are seeds planted in the soil of eternity, and I water each one with my grace. Everything you are experiencing is part of a plan greater than you can imagine. While you wait, I build. While you pray, I prepare. While you cry, I draw near. And when you think I am not listening, that's when I am closest, shaping every detail so that my will is fulfilled in your life. Comment, even in the silence, I know God is working. You have shown a silent courage that few perceive, but which I see clearly. There is a strength within you that is born from your desire to keep going, even when everything seems to fall apart. I know the weight you carry, and I know how you've learned to smile while your heart groans in secret. That's why I say, you no longer need to hide from me. Come with your soul exposed, without masks, without rehearsed speeches. Show me your real pain, your true weakness. The intimacy I desire with you goes beyond beautiful words. I want your whole heart, unfiltered. Come closer with sincerity and surrender. For I do not reject a broken heart. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34 verse 18, and it is in that brokenness that I pour out my healing balm. I do not ask you for a flawless faith, only a genuine desire to meet me in the midst of your pain. I am your shelter, your fortress, your hope amid the storms. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. There is nothing in you that is hidden from me. I am the one who formed you, who breathed life into your being, who designed every detail of your story with care. Not a single tear of yours is wasted. No prayer is lost in the air. Every word you direct to me is heard with attention and tenderness. But more than your requests, I desire communion. I want you to learn to seek me not just for the blessings I can give, but for who I am. Call to me and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3, when you pray with that confidence, I reveal mysteries that were once hidden, and I cause your spirit to understand what your eyes have not yet seen. The waiting is not punishment, it is construction. The desert is not abandonment, it is preparation. And every trial, when walked through in faith, transforms you into someone who looks more like my Son. Ask me for understanding, spiritual maturity, prophetic vision. Ask me for spiritual eyes to see beyond the immediate. And you will see that your prayer not only rises, it transforms. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. My child, remember each deliverance, each answer that came when you thought there was no way out. Your story is full of proof of my faithfulness. If you look closely, you'll see that even in the hardest moments, I was with you. That strength that carried you, that peace that came out of nowhere, that door that opened when everything seemed shut, that was me. And now, in this new battle, I want you to know that nothing has changed. I am still the same God who works in the impossible. The faith I ask of you is one fueled by the memory of what you have already lived with me. Because you are my child, and your identity is rooted in me. The enemy tries to make you forget who you are and who I am, but today I remind you, your inheritance is not fear, it is power, not abandonment, but promise, not doubt, but destiny. Move forward, even if your feet are tired. For what I have for you is greater than any weariness trying to hold you back. Comment, even in the silence, I know God is working. Did you know there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-rooted beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It was something that had a big impact on my life, and we'd like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you'd like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can learn how this technique can also help in your journey. Your support helps us continue sharing messages that truly make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. I see the giants that dwell in your mind. They rise at unexpected moments, trying to undermine your faith. They are subtle, yet persistent voices that whisper lies about who you are and about my love. They say you ask for too much, that you've failed too many times, that you no longer deserve another chance. But hear what I say to you now. There is no mistake of yours that surpasses the power of my grace. No failure of yours is too great for my forgiveness. I love you with an everlasting love, and that love is not based on your performance, but on my nature. When you come to me with repentance and faith, I clothe you with new dignity. I cleanse you, I lift you up, and I send you forth with purpose. Do not let those voices steal your spiritual boldness. For you are called to go beyond what you think you are capable of. My presence in you is enough. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. Just remain in me, and you will see miracles flow even through your most trembling steps. And if you only knew how precious you are in my eyes, you would never doubt your worth. You are a masterpiece of my hands, a treasure guarded with care. Even when you feel forgotten by men, remember, I never forget you. Your dreams have not been shelved, they are being aligned with my perfect will. Sometimes, I need to remove what is hurting you, even when you don't understand. Other times, I remain silent so you may learn to trust, not in what you see, but in who I am. Every season has its time, and what now seems like a frustrating wait will one day be a testimony of victory. I do not waste suffering, my child. Everything that hurts you today matures your spirit for something eternal. The delay is necessary to grow deep roots. For I don't want you to blossom for a moment, but to bear fruit forever. Your calling is greater than your pain. And your pain will become the path through which others will also find healing. Now, rise with renewed hope. Not by the strength of your own arms, but by the certainty of my presence. I am with you. I am your Father. No matter what you still have to face, you will not walk alone. The journey may be long, but I will be in every step, in every dark night, in every morning light. Your story is still being written, and the next chapters will be marked by grace, transformation, and rewards. Your enemies will see my hand over your life. Your friends will witness the faithfulness of heaven fulfilled in you. And you, when you look back, will understand why so many doors had to close, why certain paths were interrupted, and why the waiting was necessary. Because everything, absolutely everything, works together for the good of those who love me. You love me, and for that, I protect you. Trust. Rest. Believe. Because nothing is over. In fact, the best is about to begin. Fear, that whisper trying to become a shout, wants to convince you that the worst is yet to come. But I am the one who writes your future, and what I have prepared for you is greater than your eyes can see right now. When fear brings its what-ifs, respond with the I am that sustains you. I am your shepherd, your refuge, the light that dispels all darkness. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, remember that my rod and my staff guide and comfort you. I give you peace in the midst of chaos, and when you believe, that peace becomes a shield for your soul. Even when everything seems uncertain, trust, the impossible is the territory where I act the most. Comment, even with giants ahead, I walk by faith in God. Human logic, that giant dressed in wisdom, tries to trap you within the walls of reason. It says miracles are illusions, faith is naivety, hope is a waste of time. But it was by faith that the walls fell, the sea parted, and the dead were raised. Do not let your mind limit what my Spirit desires to do in you. I am not subject to the laws of this world. On the contrary, the world exists by my word. When you trust me beyond what your eyes see, you align yourself with heaven and unlock the flow of the supernatural. Therefore, my child, your greatest weapon is not logic but faith. Even if small, it moves mountains when it is in my hands. Comment, I do not walk by what I see, but by what I believe. These giants have raised walls around your heart, trying to suffocate your hope and silence your voice. Today I give you authority to tear them down. Not by your strength, but by mine. Not by your strategies, but by the sword of my Spirit. Every time you decide to believe, it is like a stone thrown at the forehead of these giants. Every praise in the midst of pain is a blow to their foundations. Every word of mine you declare over your life makes their strongholds tremble. You are called to live supernaturally, a life marked by faith, not fear. Do not underestimate the power of a prayer with faith. Do not lose heart when you have no strength, because believing is already victory. This is a spiritual war, and you are not alone. Comment, my prayers are stones that topple the giants of doubt. The battle is won in your mind because there your destiny is decided. Therefore, take every thought captive to obey my truth. Choose which voice you will listen to. Fear paralyzes, my voice calls you to walk on water. The quality of your life does not depend on the absence of problems but on the intensity of your connection with me in the midst of them. It is not about fleeing the storm, but about keeping your heart anchored in me while it passes. Peace is available even in war. Rest is in my arms even when everything seems uncertain. Therefore, your greatest prayer today does not need to be for solutions but for faith. Say, Father, increase my faith. You will see that this prayer moves heavens, transforms environments, and breaks invisible chains. When you choose to trust even without seeing, your faith activates spiritual laws far greater than any earthly logic. Every prayer with faith is an invitation for heaven to invade the earth. Rise up, shake off the dust of resignation, face your giants with courage, and declare that greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. The yes you give today is powerful. It is a yes that breaks chains, awakens hope, and makes the foundations of hell tremble. If these words touch your heart, it is because your spirit recognizes the voice of your Father. Know that you are not alone on this journey. There is an army of children praying, fighting, learning to trust. Together we are family, even amid tears. We are a people who pray until the impossible bows. A people who say, I choose to believe. When you decide to entrust your dreams and requests to me, I do not leave you to chance or luck. I am the architect of your life, the master who designs every detail of your existence. Therefore, waiting is not a pause for inaction but a watchful time for construction. You are the guardian of this sacred ground, where my grand work will be raised. It is crucial to understand that while you wait, many enemies try to divert you from your purpose, impatience that wants to make you give up, discouragement that wants to extinguish your faith, and comparison that steals your joy and confidence. But I invite you to look at this stage as the foundation that will sustain everything that is to come. It is not a meaningless delay, but a divine time in which I prepare not only the miracle you long for but also your heart to receive it. In every moment of waiting, I am with you, working silently so that the construction is solid and eternal. During the wait, it is vital that you keep your focus on what will be, not on what is not yet. Discouragement can lead you to look at the muddy ground, at the open trenches, and at the temporary rubble of the work, and forget that the cathedral I have designed for your life will be magnificent and eternal. Remember what is written, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. This promise is the blueprint of your future, a divine design that overcomes all doubt. Instead of giving in to frustration, learn to praise in advance, to celebrate the victory that is already assured in the spiritual realm. Your gratitude is a powerful shield that protects the work of your life against the storms of discouragement. The Lord forgets no prayer made with true faith. While you wait, I am active and attentive, aligning circumstances, preparing doors, and changing hearts so that your miracle manifests at the right time. Just as building a cathedral requires quality materials and time to solidify its foundations, your life needs this maturation process so that the blessing is not only temporary but lasting. Comment, my faith is greater than my doubt. I celebrate the miracle that is coming. Another subtle but deadly enemy is comparison. When you look at others, it seems that their works advance faster, their blessings are greater, and their lives are easier. You ask why you are still waiting while they already enjoy. But I tell you, my work is personalized, tailor-made for your purpose and for what I have placed in your heart. Every ground has its own pace of construction, and every project its specific time. Comparing is a mistake that steals your peace and diverts your attention from what I want to do in you. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever one sows, that will he also reap. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. It is time to focus on your own path, to care for your ground, to nurture your faith, and to persevere in watchfulness. You are responsible for guarding your work and for the daily exercise of trust in me. Active waiting is this: constant prayer, steadfast praise, and a watchful eye for the traps of impatience and comparison. Meanwhile, I am with you, working on two fronts, preparing the blessing and preparing you. Comment, I accept God's timing and trust His plan for my life. While the work happens, I prepare your character. For it is useless to receive the blessing if you do not have the wisdom to manage what I give you. A king without maturity will not know how to rule, wealth without wisdom is lost, and gifts without generosity become burdens. Therefore, many times, the blessing is ready before you are prepared for it. The time of waiting is the time of forging the soul, strengthening spiritual muscles, the internal construction that no one sees but is essential for the blessing to be sustainable and transformative. The process may seem long and difficult, but therein lies the greatest value of the journey. Better is the end of a thing than its beginning. The patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 8. Learn to love this time, embrace the Master's craft in your life, and allow the internal transformation to happen. Do not be discouraged by not seeing the walls yet raised, for what I do within you will be the foundation for an eternal victory. Comment, I embrace the process and grow stronger in waiting. Impatience is a cunning thief who wants to steal your trust, making you think I have forgotten you or that I am taking too long to act. But remember, the cathedral I build for you is not made in haste but with perfection and durability. Let those who build huts hurry, for they do not withstand the storms of life, but you are destined for something greater. Every brick placed, every sustained effort, every persevering prayer is part of the perfect plan. Do not let anxiety lead you to dangerous shortcuts, to choices that compromise your integrity or your purpose. I see beyond what you can perceive and work for your highest good. Therefore, watch and pray, strengthen your spirit in me, and resist the temptation to give up or build temporary solutions. Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. Psalm 27 verse 14. Active waiting is the key so that the work is grand and so that the blessing, when it arrives, is received with a ready and abundant heart. When you look back, when the cathedral is finished, you will understand that the greatest gift was not only the completed work but the transformation that happened within you during the construction. The difficulties, the battles against impatience, discouragement, and comparison, all serve to shape your character, increase your faith, and prepare you to rule with wisdom and generosity what I have given you. Do not fear the days of waiting, for they are the gymnasium of faith, where spiritual muscles are strengthened. The value of the blessing lies in the preparation that precedes it. Therefore, remain firm, watch and pray, praise even in the silence of difficult days, and trust that I, the eternal architect, am with you, building your life with perfection and love. When the cathedral of your miracle rises, it will be a testimony not only of my faithfulness but also of your perseverance and inner transformation. And thus, your story will be a beacon for many who, like you, wait confidently on divine timing. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.